Hello everyone and welcome back. We have a very special video today. We're going to be checking out some of the there's some very beginner flight combat missions that are from Gilly. We're going to go through those today, and there are some very interesting cues towards the end when you do this that could be hinting to something very, very interesting. So let's go ahead, let's get into it, let's go through the missions, and let's talk about it. So let's start by briefly talking about the missions themselves. So this is going to be, you're going to need to be in the ArcCorp system. So I'm at Bajini Point right now, above ArcCorp. This is going to be in your contracts tab under the priority section. There's a couple different ones. There's a Invictus mission that specifically will guide you to the Invictus halls. There's a Hunt the Polaris mission. That's kind of the big combat mission. That's kind of the just a thing you can do as part of the patch. But what we're looking for is this Navy Patrol Training Scenario 1. This is from the Civilian Defense Force. So this is these are very basic combat missions that if you're a newer player, you might want to try these out. It'll help you get a couple of the basics down of space combat. But for older players as well, more experienced players, you can still do them. You'll get a few free rewards for it. There'll be some of the new script currency you get from doing the different missions. And if you complete all 3 of them, there's I think an account reward you'll get. So let's go ahead, let's do the first one, and then we're going to go through these, and we'll get to the big thing that I'm very curious about that's part of this. So this first mission, again, is super basic. We're going to just do some scanning, something to do with scanning like a target. So we're just going to go to an asteroid base over here and try that out again. Very simple. These will be geared towards those newer players. So yeah. Okay, so it looks like we have 5 different areas to ping. So we're going to go to these. There's some ping areas, some scan areas. So just very basic, different things that he wants us to go through and test out.
Let's put on some go juice and see what your bird can do. Just keep an eye on your 6, as corrupted satellites have been known to bite back.
There we go. So he just wants us to destroy it. Right. So we'll just destroy that real quick.
Secure. Redirect and head to the next one.
Okay, and we'll just go through these other ones. So I probably won't show you all of these, but that's the basics of this first mission. And then let's go ahead and let's take a look at mission number 2. All right, so now we have completed mission 1. Let's go ahead and see if we have mission 2 available to us. Looks like we do. So we have Navy Patrol Mission Scenario 2. So this next one is going to be, it says, a little more intense. We are going to be neutralizing a hostile threat. And from doing so, it'll give us a bonus of 10 Mercenary Guild scripts. So let's go ahead and head over and do that.
Welcome. Not sure how much combat experience you have, but the main advice I like to give is to try to focus on moving while aiming. It's easy to get too focused on one at the expense of the other. Remember, you're a spaceship, not a glorified turret. You ready? Weapons free, and good luck.
Okay, so it looks like we'll just be going after a basic target. Looks like it's a 100i of some sort. So we'll come in here, switch into SCM. We'll just take him out real quick. I've also noticed, I didn't test this in the last patch, I guess, or if it happened, I didn't notice, but there is now you can see some recoil in fighters and other ships as well, so not just in turrets, like I've shown in some of my other videos on the Polaris, so very interesting. So there we go, there is our second mission done, and it will show here in just a moment. We have earned 10 rewards, and we access them at our primary residence's inventory. So that's going to be where you select your home location. So for me in this patch, for instance, I selected Area 18. But if you select like Microtech or Orison, or if you're in Pyro, if you check like Checkmate or Ruin Station or something like that, that's where you would find those scripts is in the inventory there. So that's that. Let's go ahead and let's do mission number 3. And this is, I think, where we'll get into the interesting stuff. Okay, let's see. We have our number 3 mission. Looks like we do. Navy Patrol Training Scenario 3. So this one is going to be a ship in distress mission. So there's going to be a ship that needs protected. We just need to go and fight off probably 1 or 2 ships. And looks like for this one, you'll be rewarded 15 Mercenary Guild scripts for doing it. And by completing this, you complete the group of the different missions. And there should be an additional reward, probably an account reward. I don't know for sure, but let's go do that real quick. And yeah, let's get over to it. Okay, so there's our target we need to protect. Then we'll probably just have a couple ships we need to take down real quick.
All channels! I'm under attack! Please, if you hear this, help me! I'm heading out.
Destroyed.
There we go.
Well, I'll be. You passed with flying colors, rookie. Hopefully now that you got a taste for it, you'll be looking to keep upping your skills. Hell, I could see you becoming a full Navy pilot in a year or so. To be honest, you could even be ready to start taking on some mercenary work right now. Whichever path you decide on, it was an honor to be your instructor. Be safe out there. This is Flight Instructor Gilly, signing off.
So if you heard that dialogue option right there, that dialogue is very intriguing. Because the way that he says that particular bit of dialogue there, to me, so this is, again, so this mission set is a special, specific mission, little chain you can do around Invictus. So it is brand new. They have, that audio is recorded brand new from the guy that's talking. But when he says, I think you could be a Navy pilot in a little bit of like a year or so, I could see you being a full Navy pilot in a year or so. The first thing that I thought of when I heard that is that this could potentially, I'm speculating a little bit here, but I think there is a chance that this dialogue could be hinting at the release of Squadron 42. Now again, we know that Squadron is supposed to release in 2026. That's what they said at last year's CitizenCon, and as far as we know, that is they're still on schedule for that. But this little dialogue option, if this is indeed a teaser for it, is a little bit more specific because it says a year or so. So let's, we're at the very beginning, the very end of April, the beginning of May right now. So you take a year or so. Let's say, that's a year and maybe or so is another 3 months. So that would put us, May next year to maybe July, somewhere in that time frame, maybe August at the latest. So I do wonder if that could potentially be a hint at us getting Squadron at some time during that. Because in Squadron 42, surprise, surprise, you become a Navy pilot. You go out and I'm assuming you'll train, have some training missions, and that's what the game is. You go out there and you're a guy in the Navy. You become a pilot. So I would not be surprised if this could potentially be a tease at that. I don't know. Maybe I'm huffing the copium a little bit too much, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments on that. Do you think this could potentially be a tease at it? Do you think, nah, just an off dialogue line, nothing to worry about? Yeah, let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. But that is a little showcase of these brand new little missions you can go through as part of the Invictus celebrations coming to the live build. Probably in the next, it'll be probably in about 2 weeks or so, is when Invictus will start. And yeah, very, very interesting. So we'll just have to see what happens. Maybe I'm expecting we'll probably get some other little Squadron things, because we should be getting the Squadron 42 bi-monthly newsletter as well in May. So I'm hoping that comes during Invictus, and maybe we get a little bit more of a teaser or a little bit more information on it then. So, but that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, as it really helps the channel. If you want to see more interesting Star Citizen testing videos, ship reviews, all that sorts of things, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. And until next time, I will see you in the verse.